Number 1, take R4.
Yeah, the woman I love, you left with my best friend. Some young one got lucky, go right back again. Yeah, you better come on in my kitchen. Yes, there's gonna be rain at dawn. Yeah, the woman I love, gone across the sea, gone across the sea. Love you left the country, went along, you don't write to me. She's coming back to me. You get back, come on, in my kitchen. Yeah, it's gonna be rain at dawn.
George Harrison, Leon Russell and Eric Clapton rehearsing for the concert for Bangladesh in 1971. Madison Square Garden, I think it was. And the thing here is, this is just a rehearsal. They're just jamming, having some fun, getting it together. But it already sounds so well, doesn't it? It's an impeccable groove, maybe because they have two drummers, one of them being Ringo Starr. And normally that wouldn't work, two drummers. That's like having two cooks in the kitchen, Too much of a good thing, but it really works in this case. Now the song is an old Robert Johnson classic called Come On in My Kitchen, and we listen to that. It's real old-fashioned blues. Yeah. But the song here is totally different. Well, the woman I love left with my best friend. Some joker got lucky, take her right back again. Those Leon Russell vocals, incomparable. I cannot do it, obviously. And by the way, those lyrics aren't like the original. He just makes it up as he goes along.
Yeah, the woman I love, live with my best friend. The some young got lucky, stole her right back again.
But it sounds fantastic nonetheless. Now let's first have a look at how to play this in the most basic, simple, easy way. A chord and rhythm like this. It's a good basic rhythm. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Sound like a lot of lucky. Sound and again. You better come on in my kitchen. Born again someday. Huh? Easy enough. But the question is, how do we acquire that groove?
Yeah, the woman I love, you left with my best friend. Some young one got lucky, stole her right back again. Yeah, you better come on in my kitchen. Yes, there's gonna be rain at dawn.
You might notice that neither George Harrison or Eric Clapton is playing that basic rhythm guitar playing that I just did. And the reason is, they don't need to, because there's such a strong unit behind them. Two drummers, an organ, and also impeccable bass playing. It would be too much. So you see, George is playing very minimalistic stuff. Not more than that. It's almost inaudible. Because if he would do more than that, together with the rest of the band, it would become a mess. Now, let's say you're at home and you don't have two drummers, an organ, and a bass player behind you. What can you do? Now, assuming you have this as your basic rhythm guitar part, first thing I would do is to add this little D embellishment like this. That always works so well, especially with the hammer on. Yeah. So that makes soon I'm got on the night. It's a lot better. Then I would prefer to play a D7 and just do a bit of picking. And back to. That's another thing, you can also play a bit of a melody with the bass. I usually prefer to use the thumb. Then when you get to the E chord, use the E7. And finally you can either go down, descend, or you can go up. Whichever you prefer. Now, how does all that sound? How does it all make sense? Let's take it from the top. Yeah, the woman I love, never my best friend. Some joker got lucky, take her right back again. So you better come on in my kitchen. It's gonna be raining Sunday. Now, needless to say, this song is ideal for doing a bit of guitar soloing, so let's hear what George is playing here. When you listen to Harrison doing a guitar solo, he doesn't like to use his neck pickup, but rather he wants a very trebly sound. That's the Harrison sound, which you hear on a number of Beatle records as well. The Let It Be guitar solo, Hey Bulldog, that's also Harrison doing the lead. Very trebly guitar sound, which is what he prefers. And when you look at what he's playing, it's in the key of A. He's playing the B.B. King blues box, which he is obviously familiar with. The notes that he's playing could have been something done by Clapton or Steve Ray Vaughan. That's what he's playing. It's a good start for a guitar solo. But the way he's playing it reflects his personality as well. Harrison is not that flashy. Same notes, but it's different. He doesn't go. You don't see him make lots of guitar phases as well. Harrison is not about that. Then he goes on with... stays in that blues box, back to the minor pentatonic scale. Nice little effective guitar solo. Let's take a look at what Clapton is doing.
Yeah, the woman I love, live with my best friend. The some jungle got lucky, stole her right back again. Yeah, you better come on.
So Clapton is answering those vocals from Leon Russell. Very simple, but very effective. He's playing, of course, the A minor pentatonic scale, but very high on the fretboard. And he also likes to stay in a little box here. Most of the time. Well, the woman I love, basically he's just copying the melody. Live with my best friend, some joker got lucky. That's a nice one, by the way. Yeah, the trick is to use your ring finger and do a slight downward bend. Ever so slightly. They're not back again. Nothing fancy or anything, just simple, effective guitar playing. Beautiful song, Come On in My Kitchen, and I especially love this version.